When you hear the word colors, what comes to mind? To some, fashion, wall painting, or a core memory attached to it. Now, do you know that color is recognized as a major playing factor in the process and actions required to manage waste from its inception to its final disposal? This process is known as waste management. In this video, we shall be sharing with you the color codes for waste disposal and what to dispose in each. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Waste can be said to be items that we discard because we don't need them. Waste is any substance discarded after primary use, or is worthless, defective and of no use. As long as there are humans, there would always be waste. And since waste cannot be gotten rid of, then a need for waste management arises. According to Wikipedia, waste management, also known as waste disposal, includes the processes and actions required to manage waste from its inception to its final disposal. Waste has been what is with man since our inception on this earth. You cannot totally get rid of waste. What we can try to do is to minimize our waste generation to the nearest minimum, and to increase our waste management. There are several sources through which waste can come about, and they are: domestic waste, which comes from houses; industrial waste, which comes from various industrial processes; biomedical waste, which comes from hospitals, nursing homes, pathological, laboratories, pharmaceuticals; agricultural waste, which comes from agricultural activities, herbicides, pesticides, fertilizers, farming activities; animal waste, which is associated with agricultural activities, but in this sense, animals' waste from slaughterhouses; nuclear waste, which comes from nuclear power plants' radioactive elements; mineral waste includes heavy metal residues found in and around mines like lead, arsenic, cadmium, and so on. The use of color codes in waste management cannot be overemphasized, as they make it easy to differentiate between the different types of waste. There are several important reasons for color coding in waste disposal, but before that, we shall take a look at the different categories of waste as the colors are sorted according to the categories. When we talk about liquid waste, we are referring to dirty water, wash water, organic liquids, waste detergents, and sometimes rainwater, which comes from household, industries, restaurants, and other businesses. Furthermore, liquid waste can be grouped according to its sources. When liquid comes from a known source, it is known as point source, but if it is the other way round, it is known as non-point source. Unlike liquid waste, this is made of solid, which comprises of a large varieties of materials. Rubbish is mostly found and gotten from homes and commercial locations. This category of waste is further broken into 5 different categories, and they are plastic waste, paper, card waste, tins and metals, ceramics and glass, and finally, organic waste. This refers to waste that can be recycled for use and processed as components of new useful products. Examples of recycled waste is mostly made up of construction waste such as masonry, metal, paper, and furniture that can be recycled. When we talk about hazardous waste, we are referring to the type of waste that is toxic, flammable, corrosive and reactive, and very harmful to both humans and environment. Examples of hazardous waste include chemical and electronic waste, coming mostly from industries and hospitals. Contrary to popular belief that all types of waste gets disposed the same way, certain categories of wastes undergo different prices of disposal. For example, chemical waste is to be incinerated, unlike some types of wastes which can be reused or taken to landfills, which means that chemical waste has to be separated from the other types of waste. Therefore, the basic way of sorting these wastes is by color codes, as it also aids in reducing the cost and risk of waste management. The color codes for waste disposal varies from country to country, each belonging to a different category of waste. Here are the color codes. The blue bin. The blue bin is used only for the disposal of papers, so when disposing of your office papers, newspapers, magazines and so on, you dispose them into the blue bin only. The green bin. When you want to dispose your organic waste, which is made up of food waste, garden waste, and kitchen waste, then the green bin is what you are to use for proper waste disposal, so they can be taken to a composting site and turned into biogas for energy and agricultural use. The red bin. In here, waste such as cling wrap, sticky tape, glazed wrappers and polystyrene, drinking glassware, broken crockery are deposited into this bin to be taken into a landfill. The yellow bin. The yellow bin is meant only for the disposal of waste like glass bottles, clean cardboard, newspaper, plastic, aluminium cans, milk and juice cartons and disposable coffee cup lids only, and so on. This waste, when deposited, then undergoes the process of mixed recycling. The white bin. The white bin is used for disposal of what is known as soft plastic, which can undergo recycling. This waste is made up of pasta and rice bags, cling wrap, plastic bags, biscuit packets, frozen food bags, green recycling bags, confectionery bag, and bubble wrap. And there you have it, the color codes for the different categories and sources of waste, but a careful observance will show the absence of one, biomedical waste. Unlike the other types of wastes which have the designated color code for disposal, it is different when it comes to the disposal of biomedical waste. According to Biomedical Waste Management and Handling Rules, 1998 of India, biomedical waste is any waste generated during the diagnosis, treatment of human beings or animals, or research activities about the production or testing of biologicals. Yellow bags. This is a non-chlorinated plastic bag used for the collection of human and anatomical waste comprising of human tissues, organs, fetuses, amputated parts and placenta. Other waste such as dressing, bandages, discarded linen, and so on are to be disposed into the yellow bags. The kind of waste deposited into this bag gets incinerated or buried deep underground or treated using plasma pyrolysis. Red bags. Like the yellow bag, it is a non-chlorinated plastic bag. The red bag is used for the disposal of waste such as contaminated tubing, specimen container, and used gloves. Unlike the yellow bag waste, which gets incinerated, the waste in the red bag gets treated through the process of autoclaving, microwaving and chemical treatment techniques and then sent to the recycling. Blue bags. This is a cardboard box with blue-colored markings, and it is used for the disposal of infected bottles, broken or unbroken glassware, vials, ampoules, glass syringes, and so on. The blue bag waste undergoes the same process as the red bag waste, as it gets treated through the process of autoclaving, microwaving and chemical treatment techniques and then sent to the recycling. White bin. This is a white puncture-proof box or container used for the disposal of waste sharp, including metals, needle, syringe, fixed needle, and so on. The recycling process of this kind of waste is quite different, as it is treated by auto or dry heat sterilization followed by shredding or mutilation or encapsulation and then sent to the recycling. And finally, we have the black bins, which is used for the collection of general hospital waste, food waste, paper waste and waste bottles. These kinds of waste can be treated and then sent to a secure landfill. And now you know that colors aren't just for fashion or wall painting, but can also be used as a step closer to proper waste management. If you want to find out more information about this, then check the link in the description below.